This is the first Mercedes ever, the 35 PS. In 1901, this baby won race after race after race, vaulting Mercedes to the top of the automotive world. For the rest of the century, Mercedes maintained their status as a top-tier brand, continuously pushing the limits of quality, performance, and safety. So with Tesla leading the way in the luxury EV market and the unveiling of the truck of the future, how does Mercedes respond? They wait 10 years, then introduce the car of the future according to 120 years ago. But I have to wonder, is Mercedes blowing it? This is the Vision Mercedes Simplex, a concept car cooked up by Mercedes to boldly announce its foray into electric vehicle manufacturing. Look how cool it is, right? In order to understand how and why the Simplex exists though, we must go back in time. In 1901, a rich guy named Emil Jelinek realized, hey, we have better technology than horses now, right? We need to start from the ground up and redesign the automobile. He commissioned Daimler, the inventor of the gasoline engine, to reinvent the car. They lengthened and widened the wheelbase for stability, installed a cutting-edge 4-stroke engine low over the front axle for better center of gravity, and put it all on a lightweight steel frame. The result was the Mercedes PS35, named after Emil's daughter, Mercedes. The PS35 means Stock. The PS35 means Stock 35 or 35 horsepower. How many horses you want? This was not only the first Mercedes, but it was still considered the first modern car. Mercedes went on to make luxury cars for the richest, most powerful people in the world. Their 770 series was popular with Hitler? Oh no. After inventing the gasoline engine, Daimler and Mercedes never looked back, developing the hell out of the internal combustion engine, constantly reshaping heads, adding cylinders, experimenting with different materials, and look where they are now. The AMG GTR and the G-Class SUVs both feature a twin-turbo V8 that gives you 577 horsepower. How many horses do you want now? Oh, I got you, 577. But the internal combustion engine is falling out of vogue. And it seems like every manufacturer has at least one EV offering. Cheaper EVs like the Nissan Leaf and Chevy Volt have been around since 2011. Ford just unveiled their new electric Mustang crossover thing. All indicators show that the auto industry is going electric, with half of all new vehicles to be electric by 2040. 20 years, wow. For a company that's usually ahead of trends though, Mercedes has been slow to enter this market like a normal luxury brand. And they realize it. In 2019, Mercedes finally came out with their first electric vehicle, the EQC SUV. But they're not just dipping their toes in the pool here. They also announced that they will halt development of the internal combustion engine to focus on electric vehicles. I'll say that again. Mercedes, the inventor of the gas engine, is phasing out gas engines and going all in on electric. They'll still improve their ICEs for the next few years, but they'll have no new models. Daimler, and by extension Mercedes, says that by 2030, half of all new cars sold will be hybrid or electric. I understand that they will need to change, but damn, that's pretty short notice. Mercedes plans to introduce 10 new electric models by 2022, including an all-electric G-Wagon. That's how I know they're serious. That thing's gonna print money, in LA at least. Can't wait to see vanity plates on these things, like E-Wagon and not Elon, and I've always been richer than you, but now I'm morally superior as well. Oh, great. Mercedes is taking on a huge commitment, and they're the latecomer. How does a latecomer to the market establish themselves as a leader? Answer: make a bold entrance while showing off your innovation. The conditions are perfect for a sweet concept car that can beat the Model S at the Autobahn. And baby, that's what we got. The EQ Aero. Inspired by what would happen if the 1937 W125 Silver Arrow had sex with the T1000, this sleek bastard can take one passenger to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds, thanks to its 750 electronic horses. Awesome concept car, Mercedes. This is boundary pushing, bold, and arguably more futuristic than Tesla's Cybertruck. Not gonna make any jokes about that thing. You've heard them all. This is how you launch an electric car line. Go futuristic as hell for the concept, then work in the practicality until you have something that sells. Let's see the next EV concept from Mercedes. Whoa, too far back. We were expecting something we might be able to drive this century. Design aside, Mercedes didn't even roll this baby out the right way. Normally, you introduce a concept car at an auto show where people expect to see the latest designs and concepts. Tesla just did their live stream spectacle where they took a sledgehammer to their new spaceship. So, how does Mercedes roll out their EV of the future? In the year 2019, at the exclusive Mercedes Advanced Design Center in Nice, France, in this private high-class courtyard surrounded by a bunch of rich Europeans in company t-shirts, 200 euro pants and 400 euro sneakers, Mercedes unveiled the Vision Mercedes Simplex. An old-style car introduced in the place that used to be the center of the auto world 120 years ago, presented by the only people rich enough to afford it. Look, I know I'm being tough on Mercedes for everything surrounding the Simplex, which is a shame because for what it is, the car is extraordinarily fun. So where do we even start with the Simplex? The front, I guess? The grille is a 3D display with the old Mercedes logo and vehicle status animations. Animations on your grille. The body is obviously based on the PS35, but with a bold new color scheme, white in the front, pitch black in the back, that bright blue interior and rose gold trim on the grille and the wheels. Mercedes was never going to mass produce the Simplex, or really any car with no headlights, but that's not the point. The point is, if you're phasing out the gas engine, you should have a hit EV already. In a world where the Cybertruck is breaking ground and about to change shit, I think Mercedes went the wrong direction. Instead of going to the future, they harken back to the past. I'm not sure that's the right move. You know those articles written in the 1900s that imagined what the world would be like in the year 2000? That's kind of what the Simplex is. But electric cars aren't some far-off, vague concept anymore. The market exists already, and we want Mercedes in that marketplace. I love Mercedes, and I know that Mercedes can do it. They're the only company that makes supercars and garbage trucks. If they focus their innovation on marketable electric vehicles, they'll be making sweet electric cars for generations of people and popes. Hey guys, we have a ton of new merch in our store with some returning favorites. The Remove Before Flight keychain is back. That was a huge seller. We got that back for you guys. Just in time for winter, we have windbreakers. We have new socks. We got Mo Power Baby socks. They're yellow. We have a new air freshener design for your car. And we have all the old favorites like this old shirt right here. Go check it out. That's donut.media. Get yourself some merch. It's very comfortable. I will say that. Hey guys, the Remove Before Flight keychain. I have to sneeze now. Salute. As far as the Cybertruck goes, I actually really like how different it is. It's ridiculous looking. I know, I'm not saying it's a good looking car, but it's fun. It is hilarious that they broke both windows though. Be nice, I'll see you next time.